we can see time and time again all these YouTubers showing stuttering in 9800X3Ds. All of them test with the same hardware. It's just 9800X3D with a 5090 or something. You see all this stuttering. I don't know where it's coming from, dude. What's up, guys? So this is a quick one. So this is just some of my personal gameplay of Silent Hill F. I know I'm a little late on this one, but you know, the holidays over here, and just you know, I got overall busy with several things. So so this is Silent Hill F. This is some of my gameplay. This is already my second playthrough. So I already finished the game once, and I'm playing through it again. And so I want you to understand that if I'm giving my opinions on the game, it's not like I'm only giving an opinion on the game because I really played it. Like, I actually played it. I'm not one of those guys that just starts the game and only tests like the first area, which is ridiculous. So I actually played the game, and I finished the whole thing, and now I'm playing it again in hard difficulty. So I actually played the game. So there's this whole thing about people complaining about stuttering in the game. I don't have stuttering, man. Like, my game doesn't stutter at all. Like, maybe there will be a loading stutter, especially after the first part of the game where you are chased by a fog monster, and it's very obvious that the first map, like when you start the game, this is a first map, and then you go down to the town proper and it loads like a second map, and there will be a stutter because you're running away from the monster at that moment, and there will be one map loading stutter, and that's like the only stutter I had in the game, man. I didn't have any other stutters anywhere. It's been perfectly smooth for me. So I honestly don't know how we can see time and time again all these YouTubers showing stuttering in 9800X3Ds. You know, all of them test with the same hardware. It's just 9800X3D with a 5090 or something, and you see all this stuttering. I don't know where it's coming from, dude. But I'm starting to believe there is something wrong with their tuning, or maybe it's a bug with the 3D cache in the X3D chips. I have no idea, man, but it didn't stutter for me at all. I'm playing this on 3900K 4090. I don't know if it's maybe the 50 series has some stuttering issues on their drivers, so, and maybe the Ada architecture doesn't have stuttering issues, or I have no idea, man. It perfectly smooth for me. I never had stuttering. And it's also the same thing with Metal Gear Delta. Like, all the Konami releases, Delta, F, and Silent Hill 2, they have been really good, man. Chronos New Dawn as well. I didn't have any stuttering in Chronos New Dawn. So that's like already five UE5 games where I have no issues at all. I think maybe the one which had the most stutter was Silent Hill 2 when it came out, like the very first version, the early access one. The asset loading, when you move around the map, that one I could feel it. Like, there really was stuttering there. And after a while, I think, I don't know if it was an NVIDIA driver update or a title update from the game, and it made it less prevalent. So probably Silent Hill 2 is the most stuttery one of all the games here. But honestly, let me try show you a second video over here. So honestly, F itself, no stuttering for me. I mean, it's been pretty smooth sailing all around. Um, I also really like that Bluebird team. Sorry, it's not Bluebird team. Neobards. So it is very obviously worked on. I feel like they took some pieces of Silent Hill 2 as a basis, and they used that to build this new game, right? I really feel like Neobards did a way better job than Bluebird team when it comes to handling the PC controls. Like for me, this game is very very nice on mouse and keyboard. Like it's really nice to play, and I actually really like the combat. Like it's really fluid, and it's actually quite rewarding to learn the enemy patterns. Like this is a game that really wants you to learn the enemy patterns and to know, like if you play well here, like if you become really good at the combat system, you will very rarely have trouble with the weapons breaking, which is really impressive. Um, like when you do a instead of having parrying, they have like moments in the enemy attacks where you can do a perfect counter. If you do perfect counters, it will if you perform a perfect counter, it doesn't lower it doesn't hurt your weapon as much as a normal attack. So you can actually get off a lot more perfect counters than regular hits, and the perfect counters also do the most damage, and they stun the enemies the most. And you can actually start to design combos. Like if you start with a hard counter, you can then go to like a heavy strike and then a light strike, and it will kill, for example, all the maneki type enemies. So it's like a guaranteed kill. So it's actually pretty nice. Like there's some kind of deep-ish stuff you can do in this game, and I like it. I really enjoy the game. Um, Let me see if I can show you a different part of the game. So this is a different boss battle. Let me see if it loads here. So this is a different boss battle here. So the game is visually very impressive. I'm really impressed, for example, by the hair. The hair is very nice. It's not using any trace effects or any what is it, RTX hair stuff. Like it's just really good hair, and they really went all out with the lighting, because you can see how the lighting reacts to the hair of the main protagonist, Hinako. It's really impressive. And then what I really like the actual cutscenes, which are all real time. I find it really impressive that they captured that feeling of the PlayStation type CG. More to be more precise, it's more like PlayStation 3 CG. Like I look at the cutscenes here, and they look very similar to what a really high budget pre-rendered cutscene would look like in a game such as Siren, maybe like a yeah, like a game set in this old version of Japan would look like. And the impressive part is it's real time, and then you go directly to gameplay. Like it's amazing. And when you scale up your ray tracing settings, it also looks even more impressive. So personally, I was running the game at high settings. So I just set it to all high settings, DLSS quality, no frame generation. I don't think the game has it anyway, but it's just DLSS quality, all high settings, 4K. Runs really nice. Of course, I'm using a 4090 here, but I'm pretty sure this will run nicely on any relatively modern graphics card. It's really well optimized. I think for the visual delight you get, it's really well optimized. The only thing I would criticize about this new Silent Hill is maybe it's a bit shy when it comes to showing certain parts of violence. I feel like it's a bit like it doesn't show it to you, which is also okay. But in a it's like I feel like it's very toned down compared to other Silent Hills. Like I don't feel it's as scary as other entries in the series. I wish it was more scary, and I wish it had a little bit more violence. But it's fine. Like it's fine for me. The other thing is that I really think the game is well designed. Like if you play it first in normal difficulty, I think the balance is fair because you're still learning the monsters and the combat and the layout of the whole town. But then I really found very satisfying the second playthrough when you set it to hard combat and you already know more or less what's going to happen. Then the combat becomes very tense because the enemies hit hard and you already know how to fight them, so you want to optimize your use of health items, your use of weapons, and you want to prepare for certain parts of the game where you know it's going to get a little harder than the usual. So I really like that progression. And not only that, but the game is designed for you to do more playthroughs. So I actually think it's really well designed. I really enjoy the game quite a bit. So yeah. That's those are my impressions of Silent Hill F. The game is really nice, man. It runs very well on PC. Like, don't listen to those guys telling you about the stuttering. Also, the guys who immediately start to complain because the hands appear in the first cutscene, it's like, I mean, you can only notice that kind of thing if you're recording a video, man. Like any modern CPU, you're not gonna see that. Like, it's ridiculous. But apparently everyone can see it after Digital Foundry said, oh, the hands appear out of nowhere in like half a second, right? It's like only a few milliseconds you don't see the hands, and they complain about it. I mean, fine, it's of course it's not perfect, but suddenly after Digital Foundry calls that out, every other YouTuber out there who wants to complain just repeat the talking points of Digital Foundry. They all suddenly can see the hands appearing, right? Anyway, it's it's just media is just gonna do confirmation, keep doing the confirmation bias. I don't buy that bullshit. I bought the game, I played it the whole way through twice already. There are no problems, man. The game doesn't stutter, it looks beautiful, runs really well, it's really fun, it's an experience. It's a new experience of a different type of Japanese horror, which is what we want. Like, you want to play more games which give you different experiences, which propose to you things that do not happen in real life, like it said in previous videos. I like games where the world transforms into really weird things, and when they make use of Unreal 5, all the features like nanite and the lighting, lumen, and all these things to make those worlds transform into things that will never happen in real life, that's what I like. And they actually do this really well here. So I can recommend, I highly recommend it. It's really fun, it's interesting, it proposes something new, it's a good game, man. So yeah, that's it. That's what I have to say about Silent Hill F. And I played it. Those are my impressions, right? This is coming from an actual person who played the game. I'm not just a guy who's going to run the first 20 seconds for you and give you a performance profile. So that's about it. So I'm gonna be playing some different games next, but I'm also going to be talking about the second build I'm doing. So I'm doing a second build for so I have a second PC which is in a different apartment. So I'm doing another build there, a smallish 1440p sort of mid-range build. So I'm gonna be talking about it in the next video. So that's it. Silent Hill, pretty good. Enjoy it, man. So catch you guys later.